back to the channel, everybody. Today we are headed out on a day trip from Tallinn, Estonia with Hanu and Jim here. And our first stop is at Jagala. Is that right?
Yeah, Jagala,
Jagala, yeah. Okay.
Yoa is Waterfall.
We're gonna stop there. It's like the Niagara Falls of Estonia. Then we're gonna go to Laheema National Park. I've got him in the back to make sure I'm saying all these.
To the bog walk, Viru Bog.
Viru Bog. So if you walk off the path, it's kind of like you're gonna sink like Frodo in the Lord of the Rings into the bog. So don't do that. Don't stray off the path. And then we're going to Palmse Manor, which is some of the best manors in Estonia.
First of all, we're gonna have lunch before we go.
Yeah, food is very important, you know, so.
Next stop is the Viru Bog. We're going to be walking in the bog, but actually there's a boardwalk there, so you don't have to worry about getting your feet wet. You just have to stay on the boardwalk. That's all the trick is to it. It's in the Laheema Park. It's the largest of the 5 national parks in Estonia, and it's also the biggest one. It was introduced in 1971, still during the Soviet times. But things like the environmental issues were pretty safe to protest against. Let's say they were finding they were getting animal species that were starting to disappear, and they were very concerned about that. The politics you'd stay way away from, but anything to do environmental, that was okay. So they did get the permission, and they finally established that area. Today, it's comprised of about 725 square kilometers. So it's quite large. It has 4 peninsulas, and it includes areas into the sea as well. So bogs actually make up about 8% of the land area in Estonia, and there's a lot of mystique always around a bog. You know, there's all kinds of stories that, you know, to maybe keep the children and not from wandering too far off the farm. The bog man will get you if you go in there, and especially at night or something like that. But the truth is, you know, it's not that thing, but it's always a place of mystery, and especially when it's on a foggy day or something like that, you just don't go wandering into the bog. This is the highway that we've come across on. Okay. This is the one that goes to Narva.
Gotcha.
So we turned up here, and this is where we're at right now.
Nice.
So we're going to go after we're going to actually eat in Viitna here. Okay, have lunch here.
Gotcha.
We're going to go up to Palmse. That's the manor house.
Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to go back through here. It should be there, Altja.
Altja. Okay. Very
Okay.
nice.
There's the fishing village. So. Bogs were basically formed after the glaciers retreated here thousands of years ago, and then they formed these glacial lakes and pockets of big water.
For those who are directionally retarded like me, they do have signs that point you in the right direction. Look at how pretty this place is. Just the light. I wish you guys could see the lighting of this stuff. And then the trees have the spruce trees. These are the spruce trees. The dew has frozen on the branches, so it looks like you have these natural lights and Christmas ornaments on the tree. That bog was so cool, just to be able to see the designs on the water, and then you could see the moss underneath the frozen water and the tower, and yeah, it was just a really, really cool stop. So we're headed out to Viitna Korts, to a 100-year-old pub that has some double doors on the side to let your friendly creatures in, like your horses, to dine with you. I mean, horses, I don't know. If they let your dogs dine there, though, it's always a plus in my book. That's cool. Oh, pig ears. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
So this place is as old as my school. That's kind of cool.
There you go.
All right, so I'm digging in to the herne soup. It's got peas and bacon and corn, looks like a little bit of dill and carrots. I think I'm so cold that the soup feels extra hot, but it is delicious. All right, I got muki pooter, and it's a combination of like potatoes and corn and barley and looks like eggs and bacon.
Yeah, that's your extra.
Yadisu.
It's like Isuzu. Yad Izu.
Okay. Yad isu. This is the Palmse Manor, one of the finest estates in Estonia, northern Estonia anyway. Oh no! Closed. Despite having a little bad luck getting in, this is one of the most relaxing and remote places I have visited. traveled alone for a very long time, and I think in these quiet moments in places that completely capture my heart, these are the few times that I get a little lonely, hoping that I could share it with somebody someday. But I'm just glad and grateful that I'm able to share it with you. Palmse Manor is one of the grandest Baroque mansions in Estonia. It has an open-air museum made up of a restored manor complex in the Estonian countryside. You are surrounded by a beautiful nature of Laheema National Park. They have parks, gardens, and historical buildings at this manor, as well as exhibits, workshops, a wine cellar, a very romantic cafe, and down the road, a tavern serving national dishes. As you drive through the Estonian countryside, you'll notice these massive boulders. Legend has it that giant Vikings would throw these stones from Finland and Norway, and they would land in Estonia. This is von Beckendorff Manor, another gorgeous home that you can tour, especially in the summertime. We then headed off to Altja fishing village. This fishing village was first mentioned in 1465. Ustalu and Tumarava farms in Altja are typical coastal farms and have been restored by the Laheema National Park. At the headland of Altja, you see the fishing net sheds, which were reconstructed based on old photographs and memories of the villagers. The village also has a swing and a tavern where you can try some local dishes. I still feel guilty and regret not getting on that swing with Jim. Dang it. There's a what? Oh, yeah.
They're prefab barbecue huts.
Oh.
They're very popular in the fact that they build them here, they bring them on site. You can barbecue right in the middle, and they have a table going around it too. So you can barbecue in the cold weather or wet weather.
The wind here is absolutely crazy. I am so cold, but this place is so cute and so pretty. I hope you have enjoyed this day trip to Laheema National Park and some of the surrounding area. Estonia is beautiful, wild, wonderful, and full of historic notes that I think we should all celebrate. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with a friend because more the merrier. If you haven't checked out my last video on great things to see in Tallinn, make sure to go check that out and stay tuned for best places to eat in Estonia. See you in the next one, y'all. Bye. Oh my gosh! Stop it! Just stop the wind, please! I can handle cold, just not that freaking wind.